Morning everyone, welcome to today's webinar. This is the second in our series of webinars in partnership with Redline Controls. Today we'll be focusing on how we can extend a connected factory to a smart IT factory environment. My name is Andy Byrne, I'm a sales manager here at Distec. Today I'll be joined by Paula Hopwood, Strategic Account Manager, Michael Lefevre, the Regional Product Manager, and Andy Lester, Field Application Engineer from Redline Controls. Morning everyone. Before we begin, just wanted to give you a little background information on our partnership. We've been partners with Redline since 2007, and Distec are part of Redline's worldwide network of industrial automation and networking distributors. We look after the UK and Ireland. And what I'll do, I'll quickly run through today's agenda that you can see on screen. Paula will introduce the Redline, giving a bit of a glance at who Redline are and what they do and what their product range is. This will be followed by Michael, who will look at the challenges faced by today's industries, looking at the realization of smart IT factory environments and the challenges that brings. We'll then look at the new product releases, looking at the new PROFINET switch and the FlexEdge platform, and this will be followed by a summary and a Q&A. If you do have any questions, you can drop them into the chat box on the right-hand side of the screen, and we can look at them at the end of the webinar. It'll be approximately about 45 minutes in total, and like I said, there'll be a full Q&A at the end. What I'll do, I'll pass you over to Paula now, who'll begin. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Paula Hopwood. I'm the Strategic Account Manager that look after the UK, Italy and Ireland. Before entering more in detail to the topic of the webinar, I would like to shortly introduce Redline for whoever of the audience did not know already us. So Redline was founded in 1972 and our headquarters is in York in Pennsylvania. We currently have several offices around the world and we are in the process to open more. Our range of products that you can see in this slide include switches, manage, unmanage monitor, routers, panel meters, intelligent HMI, data acquisition, gateway, both standard and modular. But now, let's start with the topic of the webinar, that is extend the connected factory to a smart IT factory environment. My colleague Michael Lefevre, that is our regional product manager, will take it from here and I will join you again in a few slides. Thank you.
Sorry everyone, I think we're having some sound issues with Michael. Let me...
Sorry, I was talking to myself.
Thank you.
Cheers, Michael. So, hello everyone. So, thank you, and thank you, Paula. So, here today I'm going to present you how Redline can help in the challenge of realizing a smart IT factory environment. But first of all, what's a smart IT factory? For us, it's a smart factory. Smart IT factory is a factory using the newest digital technologies to make the productions, its monitoring and its control more efficient. As you can see, there is four main challenges to get this smart IT factory projects successful. The first one is the OT-IT convergence. I mean, it is a challenge to connect two networking worlds having different goals and needs. The second one is the connectivity for automation and manufacturing. Here, the solutions to connect any equipment will manage while managing uptime expectation have to be found. The data acquisition and transfers, it's the one where it's a challenge where the production data has to be shared anywhere, regardless the destination system. And finally, yet importantly, being sure the solution is future-proofed and it will accept future requirements. I mean, these 4 challenges are the main ones, okay? But let's go to more in details about them. Next slide, please. Here, I'm going to show you more in details what these challenges means on the field, really. Any factory has its own story. Despite the effort of standardizing devices and technologies, it's always made of devices coming from different origins, brands, technologies, or generations. So in order to achieve a smart IT factory project successfully, they have to be connected together. They have to access to new technologies such as cellular or Wi-Fi, and they have to follow the network security rules evolutions. Once the job done, their data has to be shared with IT level systems such as SCADA, ERP, MES, data server, or clouds, okay, which can be on-premise too. Next slide, please. Smart IT factory project bases its success on several points. The network itself has to be reliable and secure in order to offer high production uptime and safety, but also the ability for the network being future-proof by accepting and adapting to the coming requirements. For example, we see that network bandwidth and wireless requirements requirements increasing year after year. These points are really important, but we tend to forget the people in charge of these installations and its maintenance. I mean, they need. We see that in many companies there are the home technicians who are not expert in networking. These people need accessible and intuitive tools in order to put in place advanced features and maintain the installation up to date over the years. Next slide, please. To achieve that, or to help these customers, Red Lion offers all solutions to make a smart IT factory project successful. We offer connectivity and data transfer fitting with OT and IT requirements, while having a design giving accessibility to everyone. That's really how we see a successful smart IT project. Next slide. First of all, using converters and gateways is a solution to manage communication standard in compatibility. Red Lion offers both. The solutions are either dedicated, supporting unique tasks, or powerful combo, having the ability to combine several tasks. With this product, it's possible to convert media such as serial Ethernet, Ethernet to cellular, or fiber to Ethernet, and much more. It's also possible to make multi-protocol conversion and push data to servers and clouds. Next slide, please. Adding new technologies while keeping the things as they are is a real challenge. Red Lion design solution considering that any factory has a story. We propose seamless integration solutions by being compatible with leading standards, but also with devices having legacy communication interface. We do both, and we make doing that we make possible extending and improving your connectivity by increasing the bandwidth or adding current security requirement to legacy devices. Okay. Next slide, please. Well, invest in a smart factory means looking about the current situation. That's true. but also anticipating the future needs. Figure shows the figures we see and we monitor show an increase of the communication usage in the industry for the next years. More and more devices will be connected, requiring more and more bandwidth. The connectivity standard will move to the newest protocol and technologies. So, but Reliant has already integrated these evolutions into its solutions. That's a good thing. At the media level, for example, by integrating the full gigabit or 10 gigabit connections and the 4G, while being prepared for the 5G, which is going to coming soon now. At the communication level, also by making the most recent protocols available, such as PROFINET or MQTT. Next slide, please. It is easy to understand how cybersecurity is the main concern of any IT factory project. It's on all people's mind. Its strategy has to be elaborated from the beginning and be maintained along the installation life. Configure this part can be very time consuming. It has to be considered during the solution design, really at the beginning. Reliant propose all newest tools in the different products to achieve a secure smart factory. It goes from secure communications to smart updating by the way of password strategies. A software family helps. The software family. There is a software family around, and it helps to configure and maintain it. If you are interested by a demo about the softwares, please contact us. We will organize a live demo for you. Okay, next slide. Like we said earlier, these tools has to be accessible by most of us. And the thing is, since the beginning, Reliant have always designed an easy and accessible and understandable solutions. It's still true with our smart factory solutions. Around the products themselves, there is a software family making easy the configuration of these products. Okay, the diagnostic and the device stock is going to be also easier with it. So everything is done to simplify this work. Okay, this software makes the Reliant Smart IT solution unique and accessible by everyone. So it's important not to think only about the product, but about the entire solution. Next slide, please. We understand this solution cannot reduce the production uptime. I mean, it's not negotiable. You would like the best-in-class solutions in order to avoid any trouble on it. Be confident with it. The Reliant product, by design, support environmental aggressions such as vibration, water, electromagnetic impulsions during years and years, while managing third-party device failures. Their software side is also capable of adapting this risk by changing the way to transmit information. So the other thing is, when things when things seems even more too complex for people, it's interesting also to find information or contact somebody. The Reliant support, reaching 98% global satisfaction, is available for that. It includes a large technical library and a local representative. So feel free to contact support@redlion.net. Okay. To conclude, as you can see, Redlion offers a full package of solutions for achieving a smart IT factory project. They are secured, accessible, and they will ensure maximum availability for your production. I would like to thank you for your attention. Paula is back now with our newest smart IT product range presentation. Thank you. Paula.
Hello again, everyone. As Michael said, thank you very much, Michael, for your presentation. I'm now taking over and start to talk about the products, some product in particular. We have recently launched our new advanced managed Gigabit switch. Redlion is famous for offering products that will always allow a simple and easy communication between different environments, and this new Gigabit PROFINET switch is not an exception. Another thing that Redlion is famous is that offer their customer future-proof products, and this product, again, with its Gigabit performance, is not an exception. In this slide, you can see the picture of the two models of the NT400O. So we have a 4 gigabit port model and a 6 gigabit port with 2 ODM SFP slots. But let's enter more in detail on the characteristic of this, on the feature of this switch. This product is very rugged with IP30 metal DIN rail enclosure. It withstands -40 to 75 degrees, and it has several certifications, including, for instance, ATEX and UL. On top of that, it has a high level of resistance to vibration and shock. All these show the high quality of the components that are used to build the switch and the high quality of the design of this product, all things that guarantee the maximum uptime. In this slide, you can see more in detail all the elements of the switch, with the ports, the LED port status indication, etc. Now I'll open all of them because I want you to understand all the characteristics of the switch. The switch, as you can see, has all the features that you can expect from an advanced managed switch, plus all you can expect from a switch that can integrate in a PROFINET environment. So just to list some of these features, everything can be configured via a web user. We have MRP manager and client models, and then PROFINET GST file, port mirroring, port security, etc. So this was the new PROFINET switch. And now I would like to talk to you about our FlexEdge platform. You might or might already know our FlexEdge platform. It is possible that you know it as a data acquisition flexible platform. Here, I would like to present the FlexEdge from a different point of view, so as a versatile router. So in this slide, you can see the picture of the DA50A and the DA70A, sorry. They are the two models of our FlexEdge platform. The DA50A can be used with a sled of your choice, while the DA70A can be used with up to 3 sleds of your choice and several modules. The product is future-proof. As I mentioned before, Red Lion is famous to launch future-proof product. And as you can start small. As you can see, you can start small and grow later on, or even change your sled as your requirement change, instead of having to change a whole unit. For instance, you can start with a 4G sled, and then as time passes, you can just change the sled to a 5G. Our routers use Linux OS with Crimson. That is a user-friendly interface configuration. So in this slide, you can see that the FlexEdge is many things at once. The platform has all the features that you require to start your smart IT factory project. Is a powerful router, as I mentioned before, that allowed secure connection, redundancy connection, traffic control, device and networking interconnection, and internet access. At the same time, is also a data logger, a multi-protocol converter, and a virtual HMI. It also allows web monitoring, notification, cloud connection, file server, and SQL database, and allowed connection between different enterprise systems, such as ERP, MIS, SCADA, and much more. On top of that, it also is connectable via Ethernet, Wi-Fi, cellular, and more. So in these slides, these slides summarize what I've already discussed so far. So the FlexEdge is a very flexible platform that allows you to start small, but does not limit your plan or your possibility, and allow you to grow and adapt depending on your future needs. So both the PROFINET switch and the FlexEdge platform come in different models and with several options. You can find more information regarding these two products in our website under support. Of course, if you would like more information on a demo, please contact us directly via Distec, and we'll be able to assist you. This is my last slide, and I'll now pass the microphone back to Andrew, so he can do the summary and answer any question that you might have. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that, Paola. Thank you from Michael as well earlier. What we'll do before we get to questions, we'll just sort of quickly summarise on what we've learned today. Obviously, we've bullet pointed these on the screen as well, but we've looked at the demands on the data transport and how they're rapidly increasing. We touched on how bandwidth is an issue, etc. And then we looked at the realization of a smart IT factory environment, and what that means is how we can transform existing equipment ready for the smart IT networks, and then how we can look at that real-time data exchange as well. Obviously, we talked about how it's accessible for everyone, and cybersecurity is a priority in there as well, and so using the Red Lion software tools that are available, how we can manage that cybersecurity. And we looked at the ability to connect to legacy systems so we can easily adapt to your existing factory floors, and then wanted to ensure the maximum uptime as well, and sort of how Red Lion is a reliable solution to ensure that uptime is met. So what I'll do, I'll touch on a couple of questions that we have received throughout the webinar, and then Michael and Andy can answer those as well. First question was, are your Ethernet IP compatible switches only monitorable, or do they support IGMP snooping? I don't know if you've got an answer there, Andy and Michael.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'll field these questions. So a lot of our devices are actually automatically IGMP snooping straight out of the box, and that's because we have our own system in Red Lion which enables us to basically keep it running straight out of the box, and that applies to all the NT24Ks, a lot of the old Entron switches. So to configure anything, you just put it straight out of the box, your electrician's going to install it, and it's all going to auto configure itself and work. And it's not just the Ethernet IP devices, a lot of the managed switches will do it.
Excellent. Second question, this was focused on the new PROFINET switches, and someone's asked if we can configure the PROFINET switch using Siemens TIA portal.
Yep, that's an easy one. Yes.
Right, excellent. Yeah, is it? No, that's fine. Excellent. Yeah, well, that's that. Someone did mention about the easiness of the software and how we can get a demo. I think that was touched on, that we can, we can arrange demos for any of the Redline software, so we can sort of organise currently at the moment, Teams and video calls and sort of live demos of that. So what we can do, if you are interested in a demo, if you get in touch with Distec, and you'll see our contact details on screen in a second, and we can arrange that in conjunction with Redline as well. Doesn't look like there are any more questions. It looks like we finished a little earlier than we'd originally mentioned at the beginning. As I did mention though at the beginning of this slide, this was the second of a series of webinars. So the first one went live in December, and we looked at seamless IT and OT convergence with Redline. That webinar is live on our website, so you can go to the Distec website and find that if you want to watch a recording from that. We will have a third one coming up later in the year, and we'll send out sort of dates on that in due course, focusing on the Redline panel meters and what's new within that range. So, we hope you've enjoyed today's webinar. If you do want any further information, please contact Distec. As you can see our contact details, email address, telephone number, and we can assist you from there. Thank you all for joining us.